Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Daytona. We are back at the World Center of Speed, the Daytona International Speedway, but this time we're not back to start the season. We're back about halfway through the season for the Pepsi 400. Daytona under the lights. It should be a hell of a show. It always is here at Daytona, as we quickly take a look at the starting lineup for the Pepsi 400 under the lights here from Daytona. Chevy Gilliam out on the pole. Ryan Daniels is outside. Rahif Vardavu, Mark Matthews, Jackson Williams, Derrick Reid, the Daytona 500 winner, Randy Carpenter, Davis in the 09, and Hayden Klein in the 02. Start 8th and 9th, and Charles Jackson rounds out the top 10. Here's the rest of the starting order from Daytona. 15 laps. I was going to say 16. It's 15. From the Daytona International Speedway. It's going to be a hell of a show. Here is the starting command as we show you the paint schemes.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there is the command to start engines as the field gets ready to roll off. And we get ready for 15 laps of action around the Daytona International Speedway. It should be a very, very exciting night of action. Chevy Gilliam, the 18. Ryan Daniels to his outside. And the pace car will pull off. And the field will get set for action at Daytona. Last time they saw the high backs of Daytona, Derrick Reid took home the checkered flag and became forever a champion of the Daytona 500. Now it's the Pepsi 400. Not as important as the Daytona 500, but with the chase lurking around the corner, this race could be huge for someone's points. And we'll see what happens. Here we go. Into turn 1. Getting up to speed now, reaching 217, 220 miles per hour, coming off of turn 2 already. We're going to see very, very fast speeds all night long, as you see 240 and climbing already down the back straightaway. Lots of movement already towards the back of the pack. And up front, Chevy Gilliam is poised to lead lap 1. It looks like he's going to do just that as Chevy comes down and protects the bottom, leads lap 1, gets a bonus point for leading that lap. 248 miles per hour. I mean, we are almost getting to 250 miles per hour. That is crazy. That's crazy fast, folks. One little slip at these speeds could be just disastrous. And you see, we're 3 wide. 3 wide all over this pack, and I mean, I don't know how long they're gonna be able to do this without wrecking. 245. Oh, into the wall. It's Chevy Gilliam. Oh, it backs up the pack just a little bit. The pole sitter into the wall. We saw this happen a lot at the Daytona 500, and now this pack right here had to slow down. As you can see, this pack had to slow down, and look how much time they lost. That gap right there, and Chevy Gilliam is still slowing this pack down. Look at all the time this pack lost because they hit the wall up front. And now this is the lead pack as Danny Wells leads them around. Oh, into the wall now, it's the 41. And around they go, and it's the big one. Here we go. Into turn 1, the big one has struck here early on at Daytona. Multiple drivers involved. Racing it back to the line. Is this small pack that has pulled away from everyone else. Don McNair leads it. Here comes Dylan Petit in the 12 at the line. And it's going to be John in the 4. Oh, and into the wall right at the line goes Zach Carlson in the 1. Oh, and he makes contact with 29. And they both save it. But that was a scary moment there. And wow, you see some cars with heavy damage, including the pole sitter, Chevy Gilliam. See some of the cars on pit road, some of the cars with damage that are still on track. Joe Cole, heavy damage. Wow. Here's the Daytona 500 winner, Derrick Reid. He has heavy damage. Wow, alright, let's take a look what happened here very early on at Daytona. People hitting the wall through the tri-oval, and it's causing a big old mess here. The big one has struck early. Alright, this all started right here with James Shelley in the 41 hitting the wall through the tri-oval. Watch this. Right there, gets up into the fence, and oh man. Wow, that just completely screwed up the momentum of this pack and just screwed up everything. See, as the 41 hits the wall, looks like the 48, oh, and the 99, they go up the racetrack. So I don't think the 41 really affected that too much. The 99 and 48 just made a bonehead move. Cut across the track and just took out a bunch of guys. Then the 41 came down the racetrack. Looks like the 47 might have hooked the 41. Comes down the racetrack, catches our former Daytona 500 winner in the 28. Look at Ryan Koch spin it through the grass. He does not save it because he's going to get into a piece of it. Oh boy, he's gonna, and then Shelley goes just way off through the grass, apart from everyone else. There goes Ryan up into the wall. Oh, and he gets clobbered. He got T-boned by Samuel Mills, and then, oh, a 41 barely catches the 86, who was about to make it through this incident, and then he catches a bunch of other people. I mean, it's gonna take quite a few looks at this incident to really capture the magnitude of it. Mom and Elias goes upside down. Right, so here's everybody just spinning out. And 84, 99, 47, they got the track blocked at this point. So there is nowhere to go but right into this big old mess. And as you can see, cars just piling up. Wow, we're going to look at Ryan Koch now because he took quite the hit. And cars just piled up. Mom and Elias, unfortunately one of them, and he flips over right there in the tri-oval. Or not the tri-oval, turn 1 grass. But the worst of them all was probably the 97 here. That's Ryan Koch in the 97. Having trouble very early on, and he took a wild, wild ride. He's going to spin through the grass. Watch this. Whoa, boy. And then he tries to save it. He's off, he's off, he's off, and oh! Got hard into the wall, and wow, comes right back down in front of Samuel Mills. I mean, right back down in front of him, nowhere to go. And then he just flips over. Talk about bad luck there. Spun out, hit the wall very, very hard. That impact with the wall, that first impact, man, that probably knocked the breath out of him. And then, of course, getting T-boned on the passenger side door. That's not fun either. Again, Brian LaFleur Jr., the points leader, went around as well. He got significant damage. There goes the 97 to the wall. Wow, 15, absolutely nowhere to go, but right into him. And here comes a lot of the field who had damage. There's Levi Jones. One last look at this incident before we move on. Well, Levi just had nowhere to go, it looks like. Oh, yeah, right there. Rahid Vardavu comes up the racetrack, gets into him. Oh, there's the 97 getting hit. Wow. Under caution early on here in Daytona. Still a long way to go. Don McNair is the leader. Alright, as they go down the back straightaway, we're going to take a look at the field here and what's left of it. We're going to restart lap 9 of 15, so it's a pretty short run here to the finish. John McNair, the leader. Dylan Petit, second. Eugene D-Max, third. Zach Carlson, fourth, who has damage as he ran into the wall, racing back to the line for that caution flag. Then he ran into the 29 as well. Pichu London, fifth. Racer DSM, sixth. Denny Wells, seventh. Cody Lombs, eighth. Joey Murphy, ninth. Uncle Rich, 10th. That's the top 10. And here's the rest of the field and where they stack up here on this restart. A lot of guys have damage from that incident. We'll see how it affects them and if it affects them at all. Still quite a good number of cars still out there. 33 of 42 that started. Still a lot of time left for action to develop here at Daytona. Here we go. Restart. Back underway from Daytona. Lap 9 of 15. Pepsi 400 back underway. And Poteet right on the back bumper. The 22 diving to the inside with no help at all. And he might lose some momentum here. Oh, now he's getting some help from the 48. Now it's the 13 and 29 on the outside with no help. And here's the pack I was talking about. It's a pack of cars that don't have damage and do have damage. And the ones that don't have damage are getting held up right now by the ones that do. So that's the tough part. If you don't have damage, it's about getting around these cars that do and trying to get right here where Dylan Petit is, which is in the lead. And lap 10, you got 5 laps to do it if you're one of those cars. As Eugene D-Max dives to the inside of Dylan Petit in turn 1, he's going to try to take the lead. 3 wide, here we go. Cody Lamas, Dylan Petit, Tryfon Reed, left. And Eugene D-Max into the lead with the help of Joey Murphy in the 14 now. Tryfon Reed up there, Marshall Rich up there, Hayden Klein up there now in the 0-2. Very quiet season for the 0-2, has not been what they wanted. And they're up front here at Daytona in the later stages. See if he can make a move. And here we go. Things are starting to get dicey. Eugene losing the lead. Tryfon Reed into the lead. Hayden Klein getting a push from Racer DSM. He wants the lead in the 0-2 JGR Toyota Camry here. And, oh, what is he doing? He almost ran the 55 into the wall. 4 wide. Oh, boy, this is not going to work. Oh, boy. Oh, and somehow they made it work. The 0-2 ran the 55 right up into the wall. And for that, it cost them a shot at the lead. And now it's John McNair and Tryfon Reed going at it for the lead. John on the inside, back to the lead. Cody Lamas in the 48, into second place. Kyle Snosky, we haven't talked about him. Where did he come from? And here's the 5 of Drew Austin, another guy we have not talked about. They're joining the party up here. Whoa, and he squeezes the 39 into the wall. 39 and 31 making contact there. 3 wide for about 4 rows here at Daytona. Make that 5 rows now as the leaders are going 3 wide. Cody Lamas leads that lap. Oh, into the wall goes John. Oh, boy, and he saves it. But look at Racer DSM and those guys. Look at the momentum they lost. Joe Davis, all these guys, all the momentum they lost because the 4 car hit the wall. Now they have to play catch-up here with 3 laps to go. And Dylan Petit in all of this has taken over the lead. Danny Wells in the second. He's about to lose it to Marshall Rich in the 88. Lap traffic may play a factor. Brian LaFleur Jr. is very slow. The leaders are going to catch him here very soon. 2 to go here from Daytona. Poteet in the lead. To the inside is the 88 and Marshall Rich. Here he comes. Next time by is the white flag. There's the 99 just up ahead. Oh boy, they're going to catch him. They're catching him quick. Here we go. Where does the 88 go? Oh boy, the 13 had to check up. Almost wrecked. Now they make contact. Into the wall goes the 29 and 39. The lap car just completely slowing down the pack. Up front, it's Dylan Petit and Joey Murphy running away with the 2-car tango. White flag in the air from Daytona. Poteet, Murphy, 2-car tango up front. Tryfon Reed is a ways behind. I don't know if he can catch these guys without any help. Murphy to the inside. He's going to take the lead. Look at how far the pack is. All because of 1 lap car. Tryfon Reed's right there. If he can just get a good run through turns 3 and 4, he might have a shot off of turn 4. Murphy now taking the lead off of turn 3 and 4. Here comes the 31 with a huge run. My goodness. But Murphy's going to hang on. He blocks, and Joey Murphy wins at Daytona. Wow. And just as they catch more lap traffic. And Brian Flair Jr. completely holds up the pack and causes chaos there in those final laps. It just completely split the pack apart, and it became a 3-horse race. And tell you what, that 31, excuse me, wishes the start-finish line was where it is at Talladega, because he would have probably won this race. He had a huge run, but Joey Murphy pulls it off here at Daytona. Petit third, Marshall Rich finishes a distant fourth. Cody Lamas finishes fifth, and here's your official results. Murphy, Reid, Petit, Marshall Rich, Cody Lamas, Drew Austin, Racer, DSM, Hayden Klein, Peachy London, Joe Davis, John McNamara, the top 11, Eugene D-Max, Acosta, Welty, Snosky, the top 15. Here's the rest of the finishing order. There's Brian Flair Jr., 33rd, 1 lap down. He's the one that caused that chaos. Samuel Mills, Mom Last, Joe Cole, Ryan Koch, Rahib Vardavu having another rough race. Wes Riddle, James Qualls, Dylan Young, Levi Jones, all slapped with DNFs. Race 19, ladies and gentlemen, in the books. Daytona, let's go celebrate with your winner, Joey Murphy. Here comes Joey Murphy about to celebrate his victory here today at Daytona. What a victory for that 14 team. And what a race there at the end. Just how he ran away with it after the lap car of Brian Flair Jr. It was a 2-car breakaway. Then the 31 really closed in and became a 3-car battle. Just incredible there at the end. And Murphy comes out with the victory as he celebrates through the trial grass here at Daytona. A well-deserved victory for that 14 team. See how this puts him in points? I'm not quite sure, but obviously a win should get him up there in points, gain him a few points on their competitors. No one gained more points than him today, of course, winning the race. So it should help, not hurt this team, and that's the big thing for them right now as he celebrates in Daytona. So he's heading off to the grass again. I thought he was going to victory lane. Looks like he's going to turn her back around and head towards start-finish line to celebrate some more. Indeed he is. He tries to get that car into a burnout. Oh! And got it right into the wall. Heavy damage there. Let the conspiracy theorists begin. Remember Chad Canal telling Jimmy Johnson that if he... Oh, now he got in the wall again. Remember Chad Canal telling Jimmy Johnson Talladega? What was that, 2011 fall? That if he won, he had to nose it in the back of the wall just slightly while doing a burnout. Well, maybe Joey Murphy's crew chief told him to pound the wall. Although that looked very not intentional, but that was a very stupid way of doing it. Anyways, Joey Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, the winner here today from Daytona. Congratulations to him. We move on to race number 20. We go on to the road courses now as we go to Papyrus Motorsports Park, New York. 349, the 3 road courses that we have in the Pepsi Race Series, back to back to back, starting with the Papyrus Motorsports Park, the banked road course. Yes, it's a banked road course, and it acts like a super speedway. It's a hell of a race. Not going to want to miss that one. Race 20 coming up, while race 19 here at Daytona, the Pepsi 400 in the books. Congratulations to Joey Murphy.